everyone, welcome back to my channel. Now this week is going to be a slightly more controversial video because I am going to be doing Dan and Phil versus the Gleam team. Now I don't know if it's just me that's noticed a few of these things or if I'm just being picky or petty or whatever, but please be sure to leave your opinion about this video and my points in the description below, or if you want to do what a lot of people have been doing in my previous controversial videos, which is giving it a like if you agree and giving it a dislike if you disagree. That is absolutely fine. There were a lot of dislikes on my Hiddleswift video, Hiddleswift is fake, and my One Direction versus Zayn video. Absolutely fine. I honestly do not mind because at the end of the day you are expressing your opinion on the video and that is fine. So a couple of points that I have made in my little notebook here about Dan and Phil versus the Team Gleam team. Wow. It's just a few little points that I've made and I will expand further on what I mean by this, and again if you disagree with any of the facts that I've given or anything that I've said, please be sure to leave your thoughts down there because otherwise I ain't gonna know, you're just gonna dislike it. I'll be like, well, what did you disagree with? Everything. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about is VidCon and Summer in the City. A lot of people on Tumblr, online, I have noticed talking about the same thing, about the fact that Dan and Phil go to every single VidCon and Summer in the City, and if they cannot go for literally a reason like they have a tour, then they will find a way to still see the fans even if they can't go for the full event, which for me I find really humbling that, you know, 7-8 years later they are still wanting to go to these events and wanting to meet all their viewers and wanting to just kind of interact on a more intimate personal level. And I've never been to Summer in the City. I definitely haven't been to VidCon because it's in LA, but no, it's not. It's in Orlando. It's in Orlando, isn't it? It's in America. Wow, my geography is great, isn't it? Yeah, anyway, so I have never been to Summer in the City. I don't know why, actually. I might go this year for the summer and go with Joanne. But I find it such a humbling thing that they still go, they still enjoy it. It's not like a bane in their existence. They still go because they genuinely want to come and meet people, and it's great, and I love it. What I have noticed is that since about 2000, I don't know if it's 2013 or 14, I think it's 2014, they all just slowly, like the Gleam team, they started like jumping on this bandwagon that they tweet saying, oh, I'm not going this year to VidCon, but if you want you could buy tickets for Amity Fest. And I was just like, what the fuck is Amity Fest? I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Amity Fest. Whatever it's called, I don't even know what it stands for a start, okay? But I just didn't understand why they weren't going to VidCon, Summer in the City, when they could do a tour instead. Like, I get the point of doing a tour and going to different cities so then they get to see more people. But you have started this tradition where you go to Summer in the City, you go to VidCon and you meet so many people and you really enjoy it. So why are you cancelling all that and just not going? I don't understand. Like, I've noticed, especially this year and last, it's like the Gleam team will be like, oh yeah, I'm going here, I'm going there. So most of them go, and then there's just people like, and I'm not singling people out on purpose, there are people like Zoe that just doesn't give an explanation to why she's not going, doesn't really state that she's not going, doesn't really have a reason for why she's not going, she just doesn't go. It's like she doesn't care enough to go to these places to meet all these viewers, and I don't get it. It's like a nice little experience. Like, they all started out going to Summer in the City and VidCon and they met a lot of viewers and it was great. Why the sudden change? Why cancel all that and start your own Amity tour thing? I don't understand. And what I don't understand is that you can go all the way around the world with your Amity Fest in the US, but you can't go to VidCon. Like, I don't understand. Another thing that really irks me, and I wasn't aware of it because I don't really watch anything other than Dan and Phil at the moment. I don't really watch the Gleam team's videos at the moment because of this video and what's irking me about them, and I can't put my finger on it specifically, but these are just things that annoy me, that probably is just one big reason to why I'm not watching them anymore, is Joanne told me that in one of Alfie's videos, he referred to a viewer as a fan. Now, you might be watching this and thinking, what's the big deal? We are not, I don't know how to explain this properly, but we are not fans of the YouTubers, of the Gleam team, of Dan and Phil. We are simply viewers. We view their content that they have created on YouTube. So we view it, and we are a viewer. We are not a fan, if you get me. They're not One Direction, they're not Panic at the Disco. They are a YouTuber. And yes, in our day and age, that is pretty much the next big thing. Which is great if you want to be classed as famous, which they always say, I'm not famous. If you're famous, you have fans. If you're not famous, you don't have fans. Do you get what I mean? Like they always say, I'm not famous, I'm just a regular person in my house filming a video, blah 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 blah. Don't refer to your viewers as fans then. That's all I want to say. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say about that particular topic of someone saying it. It really annoys me when people say, oh yeah, this fan, and I'm like, no. The only fan out there via YouTube is Dan and Phil. That was an easy, smooth way of getting to that bit. We have, the viewers of Dan and Phil have a name, which is the fandom. So you're all probably thinking, oh, so you're allowed a fandom, but we're not allowed to be called fans. No, they are called fan, is their ship name. We are a fandom. Like, it's not like, I don't think it was planned. It wasn't planned, it just fell right. But we're not saying that we're fans of Dan and Phil. We are viewers of Dan and Phil. We view their content, judge them internally and externally online, and that's it. That is what we do. We are not a fan. You usually get pictures. Very rare you'll get asked for an autograph. You are. It just really irritates me. Another thing that I have noticed between the differences is that Dan and Phil will spend 1 hour a week doing a live stream on YouNow. And it's a very intimate gathering where not their entire audience will go and watch it. It's when, if they're free, if they can, if it's, you know, not too late or too early, blah blah blah. And it's an intimate one-on-one kind of thing where it's not scripted, it's not planned, there's no really any flow to it. They get asked questions, they rant about things they would not talk about in their videos, probably due to the fact that it's going to be really badly judged or reported, or I don't bloody know. And it's one of them things where you feel like you get to know them as an individual more personally and intimately. I tried watching one of Phil's live streams a couple of weeks before Christmas, and because there were so many people on there, it kept crashing for me. I got really frustrated, so I turned it off because it lags and everything. It's a mess, and I love the YouNows, but their live streams are a mess because there's just too much happening, and I have to watch it via YouTube to watch it, which is ironic about the next part that I'm about to say. But like, I really like the YouNows because it's such an intimate thing, and I just love how they sit there and interact with everybody and have a laugh and just relax. Like, they're not, the walls I guess can be up, but they're not up to a certain degree where it's like, oh my god, my video is going to get flagged. You know what I mean? Like, they always joke about the video getting flagged, but it's not going to be, because it's just an intimate thing that they have with their fans. And I like it. I love their live streams. They're great. Now, with the Gleam team, I've noticed recently that nearly every single member of the Gleam team have been doing YouTube live streams, so YouTube Live. And at first, I watched the Saucony Jolies do it, and I was like, this is epic. I love it, because I'm obsessed with the Saucony Jolies. If you've not got that yet, one thing, out of the Gleam team, all I care about is the Saucony Jolies. That is it, okay? That is it. And I was watching it and I was like, this is great, and they got like, but what really annoyed me about it is I noticed that they were picking questions out before the live stream. It wasn't like a right, we're live, I'm going to go into the hashtag and answer this one and answer this one. It was like, right, we've asked it a couple of days before, we've written down the questions we want to be asked, and that's it. But I've noticed that nearly every single member of the Gleam team are doing it in like a weekly process or every 2 weekly and stuff like that. Like, I've noticed that a lot of them are doing it on their second channels, answering some questions, hanging out, and I just, it's like, is it in their contract that they have to do a live stream on YouTube? Like, why are you not using the platforms you used to use, like live stream? Was that a thing? And why are you not using the ones that you used to use? Why does it have to be YouTube? I get that they have a cool new feature and everyone wants to use it, but you haven't done a live chat in like 3 years. Why suddenly do it again if you couldn't be bothered doing it in the 3 years that you weren't doing it? Like Zoe and Alfie, Marcus, Joe, they also used to do YouNows and it was great, they got to engage with their fans, and then they stopped doing it, and I was just like, why have you stopped doing this? Why all these little ways to intimately talk to your viewers? Why are you cancelling all these ideas that you could do when it works? Like, it actually works. I know it's a bit crazy to believe, but I prefer to speak to them on a personal level than just watch their videos all the time. Saying that, I do watch Dan and Phil's videos all the time, so either way I'm getting a bit of both. Another thing that I have noticed from the difference between Dan and Phil and the Gleam team is Dan and Phil do a lot of ad videos, and when they do it they are uncomfortable about it. When they have to spawn their merchandise on their danandphilshop.com, they always say like, okay, right, that's over with, let's get back to the video. Whereas I've noticed that the Gleam team make the whole video around the fact that this is an ad video, what this is for, blah 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 blah, and they will talk in extensive detail about it. And I think the only time I've ever seen Dan and Phil go proper for it was when they play it. Let me find the game specifically because I don't play it, so just a sec. Baby, I like your style. Grips on your bed, way back then. You know that I don't play. She's nothing, but you know what? Do you notice the difference? I am literally the female version of Phil. I'm literally so pale. Just, you notice these things when you're staring at yourself in the viewfinder. Where is it? I know where it is as well. This is so irritating. It was before gaming this. Now, wasn't that something? Far-fetched. It was after that. It was after Spooky Week. That one. They've even put it.
Hello, Daniel.
Oh, you can't see now. That was really loud, sorry. This is a paid promotion for Best Fiends, and it was in support of, it was Play Red. So that was for National AIDS Day. And it's very rare that they do it, and it's very rare that they make videos that is an ad, and I feel like they probably do get asked a lot to do it, and I can just imagine them being like, no, we want to create our own content about the things we want to do. And that's what I love about Dan and Phil, is that they're so humble and so true to themselves. They don't want to try and be anybody else to please someone else, it's to get more money. And another thing that I have noticed that I realise I haven't put on is that when they do a lot of videos and they need to use like props, they always say, oh yeah, I got this off eBay. And I genuinely believe that they do get things off eBay, and it astounds me. Like, they have earned all this money and they don't like to throw it in our faces like, oh, look at this, I don't know, what do boys buy? Look at this new gadget that I've just bought, blah 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 blah. And it's great that they don't really like to spend their money, and I feel like I like that about them, and that they still buy stuff off eBay. I mean, if you're earning as much as they probably are, would you? But I have noticed that the Gleam team do their share bit of ad videos, and I don't know if it's just me. I'm not saying that they're the only people in the world that do ad videos. I'm just saying I've noticed they do a lot more than what Dan and Phil do. It's just something I've noticed, and yeah. The last thing I wanted to point out, which when I was told this, I was literally in awe. Like, I literally fell in love with Dan and Phil. This was the moment. I was like, that's it. I'm becoming a viewer, a full-time member of this fandom. This is it. And I did that. No, I didn't. Why whenever I film a video do I just not wear my jewellery? The internet is here. The internet is great. When you have lots of followers, who needs a real mate? Without the internet, we never would have met. I know that's not the tune of how the internet is here goes, but I wanted to shape it up a bit. So something that I noticed, well, I didn't notice, I got told about, thanks to Joanne, is that Dan and Phil self-funded their entire UK tour. They actually paid for the entire thing, and for some reason this completely astounded me. I do not know why I was so shocked that these two humble boys, men, why they did this. Like, they care enough that they were just like, I'm gonna put my money that I've earned from these people, these viewers that are coming to come see us, to let them come see us at these shows, and we'll put together a big stage show and it'll be great. And I just thought that was incredible, and it made me love them even more before I did. And obviously I don't think they paid fully for the US and Australian tour, but it just, and the rest of the European tour, I know there's more, and it just made me just like, oh my goodness, like what the hell. It was incredible to me, and I found it so humbling that they still thought, oh, I'm going to pay my own money. I'm not going to have management pay for it, I'll pay for it. Or have someone else pay for it, I don't know who pays for tours. Who paid for Amity Fest? Amity Fest. I really cannot say that word. Amity. It's not that, but that's how I say it. I also love the fact that all their merchandise, things like the pictures that they take for all their website and stuff like that they literally have a green screen or a white sheet or something that they take the pictures themselves. They take all the pictures for that freaking advent calendar. They literally were in one of their bedrooms or their living room taking these pictures themselves. Like, they look like they've been professionally done and they've done it themselves. They just don't splash out on the cash because they probably prefer to save it for something useful. And I just love that about them. Dan and Phil are just so humble, honestly. So that is all I have to say for this. If you have any comments about any of my points that I've put out, like I've said before, in the description down there, give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down on your opinion. I do actually appreciate you doing the thumbs down because I know that means you disagree. I know what your opinion on it is. It's great. I have now decided that I do end slates because I'm curious of how it works again. So my last video is here to the side, which is my New Year's resolutions video, and down there-ish is going to be all my links, so make sure you check them out. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next week with a collab with Joanne, which I have just realised I'm literally wearing the same shirt that I wore in this video that's next week. It's a different day. I'm still ill. Weirdly enough, I'm wearing the same outfit and I'm ill again. But it's fine, okay? It is fine. We'll just pretend that Brogan did not have a wardrobe oops, okay? So thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back next week with Joanne. Bye!